For 20 years, my family took a Thanksgiving photo before dinner. For 20 years, my chair was empty because I was always late helping in the kitchen. Except I was not late. I was cooking their entire meal while they posed without me. At 24, I finally asked why I was never in the photo. My mother looked at me and said, "Only those who make the family proud are worth being in it." That was the last Thanksgiving I spent being overlooked. My name is Hannah Pierce, and this is the story of how I stopped performing for a table that never had room for me. I grew up as the family disappointment. My parents, Robert and Linda, were status-obsessed, always concerned with appearances. My two older sisters, Jessica and Amanda, were the golden children. Jessica became a corporate lawyer, married a doctor, had 2 kids. Amanda was a marketing executive, engaged to a finance guy. Then there was me, the struggling artist who never quite measured up. Every Thanksgiving was the same. I would arrive and immediately get sent to the kitchen. Everyone else gathered in the living room for the annual family photo, perfectly posed, professionally dressed, smiling. I was in the kitchen alone, cooking for 12 people. The photo would get framed, posted on social media, sent to relatives. My chair was always empty in the background. I never questioned it until this year. Something shifted in me at 24. What my family did not know was that I had been building a life they could not see. For 3 years, I sold paintings under a pseudonym for $5,000 to $15,000 each. I made over $200,000 annually. I lived frugally by choice and invested most of my income. They thought I was barely scraping by. They made comments constantly. "When will you get a real job?" Art is a hobby, not a career. This Thanksgiving, I finished cooking and heard laughter from the living room. They were taking the photo. I wiped my hands and walked to the doorway. Watched them pose with my empty chair visible. The photographer said, "Perfect. Everyone looks amazing." I spoke up. "Can I be in the photo this year?" The room went quiet. My mother looked annoyed. "Hannah, we are almost done. The lighting is perfect." I pushed back. "I have never been in the photo. Not once in 20 years. My father said I was always in the kitchen. Jessica was dismissive. "Oh my God, Hannah, it is just a photo. Do not be dramatic." I took off the apron. "Why am I never in the photo?" Silence. Then my mother said it. "Only those who make the family proud are worth being in the photo." Jessica and Amanda actually laughed. Amanda told me we all have our roles. They are successful, and I am trying. Jessica called me their struggling little artist. It is cute. Amanda said maybe when I had a real career I would get in the photo. I walked back to the kitchen, finished the meal mechanically. They ate, complimented the food, never acknowledged who made it. After dinner, I helped clean alone. Then I left without saying goodbye. No one noticed for 20 minutes. I drove home and opened my laptop. Bank balance, $340,000. Upcoming commission, $75,000 confirmed. Gallery show next month expected to sell for $120,000 total. I had been quietly building an empire while they dismissed me. I looked at my calendar and saw a recurring payment, $2,500 monthly to Pierce Family Support Fund. I had been anonymously donating to my parents for 2 years. They thought it was from a family friend investment. Next payment due in 48 hours. I thought about 20 years of empty chairs. I clicked cancel. The next morning, I booked a luxury resort in Miami. 5-star ocean view suite, $8,000 for a week. I packed designer clothes I had never worn around them. Arrived at the resort and it was stunning. I took photos looking genuinely happy. Posted to Instagram. Sometimes you have to leave the table to remember your own worth. Cheers to choosing myself. Photos showed designer resort wear, champagne, luxury suite. I turned off my phone. First peaceful moment in years. I posted those photos at 2 in the afternoon. By 6 that evening, my phone had 47 missed calls. I did not answer. I knew what was happening. The anonymous donation had not arrived, and they were seeing their struggling artist drinking champagne at a resort that costs more per night than they thought I made in a month. I ordered another drink. This was just the beginning. I turned my phone back on after 24 hours. 89 missed calls, 67 texts. My mother left a panicked voicemail. The money we were expecting did not come through. We need you to help cover the anniversary party expenses. We took out a loan based on that payment. I felt nothing. Took another selfie. My phone rang. My mother. She was frantic. Hannah, where have you been? I stayed calm. I am on vacation, Mom. She said we have a situation. We planned this huge anniversary party. I cut her off. I know. You sent me the invitation. She asked me to help cover expenses. Just $5,000. I said no. She was shocked. What? I repeated. No. She tried guilt. Over a photo? I corrected her. Over 20 years of photos. Over being sent to the kitchen every holiday. She got defensive. We never called you that. I said she did not have to. She said it on Thanksgiving. She tried to redirect. The party is in 3 weeks. We promised 80 guests. I told her to cancel it. Hannah, please. Just this once. I stopped her. Just this once? Mom, I have been helping. For 2 years. The Pierce Family Support Fund. The mysterious investment paying you $2,500 a month. That was me. Silence. Then her voice changed. That was you? I confirmed it. Every month for 2 years. $60,000 total. While you told everyone I was your struggling artist daughter. She asked why I did not tell them. I said I wanted to see if they would treat me differently if they thought I was successful. They did not. So I stopped the payments 2 days ago. She panicked. We need that money. We have been counting on it. I told her she had been counting on an anonymous donor she never bothered to thank. I hung up. Within an hour, both sisters called. Jessica was angry. You have been secretly rich this whole time? I corrected her. I have been successfully employed. She said I let them think I was broke. That was manipulative. I explained I never said I was broke. They assumed. And I let them because their assumptions revealed who they really were. She called it sick. I said no, Jessica, it was self-preservation. I was watching to see if any of you would treat me with basic respect. You failed. Amanda called next, excited. You are H. Pierce Studio. You are the H. Pierce? I follow your art account. She was amazed. You have sold to celebrities. Your last gallery show was $200,000. Why did you not tell us? We could have promoted you. I told her I did not want her help. I wanted her respect. There is a difference. The week of the anniversary party, my father called. Hannah, I know you are angry, but please, do not punish her because of a misunderstanding. I said it was not a misunderstanding. It was 20 years of being treated as less than. He insisted they never treated me as less than. I asked then, why was my chair always empty? Long pause. He said he did not know what to say. I told him that was the first honest thing he said to me in years. I did not go to the party. Posted from Miami instead. Celebrating 24 years of knowing my worth. They held the parties smaller, less extravagant. Jessica's youngest asked where Aunt Hannah was. My mother said I could not make it. The chair was empty again. But this time everyone noticed. I returned from Miami and found 200 messages. One from my grandmother. I always knew you were special. Proud of you for finally seeing it yourself. Nothing from my parents or sisters for 3 days. Then a group text. Family dinner Sunday. We need to talk. I typed back. I will pass. My mother texted back one word. Please. I stared at it for a long time, but I had spent 24 years being their disappointment. I was done performing for a table that never had room for me. 2 weeks later, I had my biggest gallery show. 12 paintings priced $10,000 to $18,000 each. Theme: empty spaces. Each painting featured empty chairs in family settings. Over 200 people attended. I was in my element discussing technique, meaning inspiration. Halfway through the evening, I saw them, my family at the back of the gallery, dressed up, uncomfortable, out of place. They did not approach, just watched. I continued with my guests. Sold 8 paintings that night, $94,000 total. After most guests left, my family approached. My mother spoke first. "These are beautiful, honey." My father said they did not realize the depth of my work. I told him I had been doing this for 7 years. They never asked. Jessica looked at one painting, the empty chair piece. "That is us, is it not?" I nodded. Tears filled her eyes. "I never realized how much we hurt you. We moved to the gallery office," my mother tried to start. "Hannah, we came here to apologize." I stopped her. "I do not want your apologies. Not anymore." "Explain what? That you are sorry you got caught? That you are sorry I stopped funding your lifestyle?" Amanda said they were sorry for all of it. They were wrong. I looked at her. But sorry does not undo 20 years. My mother pulled out a framed photo, the Thanksgiving photo from this year. My chair was empty as always, but someone had photoshopped me into it. Badly done, obvious, awkward. She said they wanted to fix it. I stared at it and started laughing. "You photoshopped me in? After 20 years?" Jessica said they thought it would show they care. I shook my head. "It shows me you still do not understand." I realized something. They were not apologizing because they understood what they did wrong. They were apologizing because my absence had consequences for them. The money stopped. They wanted me back in my place, just with better manners this time. I took the photo and set it on the desk. Then I walked to one of my paintings. It had a red sold sticker. "I bought this one myself. $18,000. I am hanging it in my living room as a reminder." My father asked a reminder of what? A reminder that empty spaces can be more honest than forced smiles. A reminder that I would rather be absent from their table than overlooked at it. My mother started crying, and I felt lighter than I had in 24 years. I told them they could come to my next show if they wanted, but they would be buying tickets like everyone else. My mother asked if we could have dinner sometime. I said maybe. Someday. When I am ready. Jessica asked if I would ever forgive them. I told her I already had. Forgiveness does not mean pretending it never happened. It means accepting it did and choosing how much space it gets in my future. Right now I needed space that was just mine. 3 months later, my grandmother visited with old photo albums. In them, I found pictures from before my sisters were born. Just me and my parents. My chair was never empty then. She said my mother changed when the older girls came along, got more concerned with appearances. I still have that photoshopped picture in a drawer as a reminder of the difference between being included and being valued. My family texts occasionally now. We have coffee sometimes. Surface level pleasant. It is civil, distant. What I need it to be, because I finally learned that people who make you perform for love are not giving you love at all. They are giving you a stage. And I am done performing. Thanks for listening to the end. If you have ever felt like the empty chair in your own family story, remember this. You are not too much or too little. You are exactly enough. And the right people will not make you prove it. Do not forget to like and subscribe for more stories about knowing your worth and the courage to choose yourself.